Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. So we actually got, on last Thursday, I'm a little bit late to this, but we got the Scream 7 teaser trailer and the final trailer for Stranger Things Season 5. These are two big trailers. These are like my most anticipated trailers ever to come out. Maybe some others ahead of Scream 7, but like, you know what I mean. I've been so excited for both of these trailers. And yes, I'm a little bit late. I've been very busy lately, so I really wanted to get that Halloween video out. So on Halloween, or maybe I'm pretty sure I might have done that the day before Halloween. I put out the spooky video. It wasn't spooky, but you know what I mean. And I didn't put out this video because I wanted to do that, and then I just realized I didn't have time to do this because I just wanted to watch something, a movie or whatever. So I actually didn't do this video. And by the way, I hope you guys had a great Halloween. I hope you got loads of candy. If you did go trick-or-treating or you just had a great Halloween watching all of the spooky movies, hopefully you threw on like Halloween or Scream, one of my personal, those are like some of my favorite horror movies, some of my favorite movies of all time. And yeah, so hopefully you threw on something there, or you went trick-or-treating, had a blast. What did you dress up as? Did you go to a Halloween party? What'd you do? Tell me in the comments, guys. Like, hope you guys had a great Halloween. But you know what's next to look forward to? Christmas. Frick yes, guys. I can't wait for that. But yeah, so I'm just going to be talking about the two trailers and just giving you guys my thoughts, what I think is going to happen in the projects. And yeah, so let's get cracking. First trailer we're going to be talking about is Scream. I am a huge Scream fan. The original Scream is one of my favorite movies of all time. It is my favorite horror movie of all time and one of my favorite movies of all time. Love that movie. And I really enjoy all the sequels, even the third movie, which that movie is very controversial. A lot of people like it, a lot of people don't like it. I think that movie is a blast. I really enjoy that film. It's definitely the weakest Scream movie, but still a blast. And like basically, maybe like other than the second one, of course the third one, I like love every other Scream movie. Scream 6 is also controversial. There's stuff I don't like in that movie, but still I really enjoy that one. But like Scream 5 and 4 are like incredible. And yeah, but anyway, Scream 7, I've just been so excited. Just been waiting since 2023. And obviously, yes, this movie has had controversial stuff and just big things that a lot of people don't agree with obviously the firing of Melissa Barrera, which, yes, when I found that out in 2023, I was just going around telling everybody that, and I was like, yeah, I'm pissed. And I was pissed. I'm still pissed to this day. And then, of course, that led to Jenna Ortega signing off of the project. And yeah, apparently they actually didn't even sign on to do a trilogy. It was just a double feature they wanted to do. But we needed a trilogy with Samantha and Tara Carpenter. Like, this is ridiculous. Yes, so they both left the project, or Melissa was fired and Jenna just signed off because of all the big things going on. So we were like, yeah, this movie's gonna suck. I watched the trailer. First of all, a lot of people actually thought this trailer was like boring or just like, yeah, I don't really know what to say. Like, it was fine. I watched it. Frick yes. Frick yes. That is a trailer, ladies and gentlemen. That was awesome. Like, I've never been this excited for a trailer, other than the Stranger Things Season 5 trailer we're going to talk about a little bit. But I've never been this excited just for a movie coming out and the trailer and everything. Like, Scream 7, it might be in my top 5 most anticipated movies of that year. It might be top 3. It might even be my most anticipated movie of 2026, which is insane. It is Avengers Doomsday, The Odyssey, Brand New Day, and maybe like Project Hail Mary or something is above that. But I'm still out of the world excited for Scream 7. I'm just so excited. And yeah, that trailer is awesome. So we're going to talk about some things here. So yes, the trailer obviously opens up with the beginning kill of the film with this couple who is going to stay in Stu Macher's house, which is an Airbnb. And they're staying there, and eventually, like, they're just having a blast and stuff. The girl's kind of like feeling like kind of fishy, and like she just doesn't feel right being there. She might just be scared of all the events that's happened in that house. And the guy just thinks it's awesome and all that. And then eventually, he pulls off like this, I don't know, towel or whatever, and it is an animatronic Ghostface. and it has like a motion detector and all that. And then eventually Ghostface actually shows up, and we don't see how the guy dies, but the girl obviously, she like runs up the stairs and all that, and then eventually she's on like the chandelier, and then she like slips off the chandelier, and Ghostface is already fallen, and he just sticks the knife up, and she falls on it. Not really ridiculous. I mean, it is a little bit ridiculous, but like I don't really find it that ridiculous. A lot of people are saying like that looks really stupid. It doesn't. That is a cool way. I was like watching. I was like, ooh, that's gonna be brutal. And maybe that isn't how she died. Maybe somehow she like breaks a leg from that and actually doesn't fall directly on the knife. We don't know, but that's kind of like how the opening kill happens. And then we see at the end of the trailer, Ghostface walking out of the house with it up in flames. So he burns down the house. So it looks like we will never be going back to Stu Macher's house again. They're just destroying that location, saying, "Hey, we're done with Stu Macher's house. We've been there. We went there in the original. We were there in the 5th movie. We're done. We're done." So yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting. And then it looks like obviously we know that Sidney Prescott is not in Woodsboro, and yeah, like basically every Scream movie we've been in Woodsboro. The first one, the second film, the 4th film, the 5th film, we were there in Woodsboro. It's just the 3rd movie, for some reason, we weren't. And then the 6th movie, obviously, was in New York. And this movie won't be in Woodsboro either. The beginning kills are, but that's it. That is it. So it looks like we're in this brand new town. So obviously we have Sidney Prescott. She's married to a guy named Mark, who is a police officer, but it isn't the Mark we thought it was. It's not Mark from Scream 3, obviously. It's not him. Unfortunately, isn't it? As much as I would like it to be, he is not in this film. He was in Thanksgiving, which is a movie I've never seen. It looks absolutely filthy, but he was in that movie. Why is he not in Scream 7? He is a returning character that we have never seen again. Why is he not in this movie? Why does he not want to be here? Maybe they just don't want him to be in this film. I don't know. But it looks like that. So we got the couple, Sydney and this guy named Mark, and then we have, obviously, Isabella May. If you guys don't know, she was in Young Sheldon. That's really all I know her from. She's in a bunch of other TV shows. Pretty sure she was in Yellowstone. Never seen it. I'm a little too young for that, for sure. But, yeah, she was in Young Sheldon, which is a kid's show and all that. But I still, I don't like it now. But, like, I grew up on that show for sure. And she was in it for, like, the first 3 seasons. And then she left. I'm pretty sure she just left on her own terms and just wanted to do other projects, like Scream 7. And I think she has great acting in that, and I really wish that her and Georgie ended up together at the end, not Mandy. Like, Mandy's fine and all that, but, like, come on. Veronica and Georgie belong together, so I'm just going to say that right now. But, yeah, Isabella May, she's going to play the daughter, Tatum, who's actually named after, if you guys don't remember, Tatum from the original Scream, Sydney's best friend. So we see that she has a group of friends. Obviously, we have this other girl, I don't know her name, and then McKenna Grace is in this movie. I actually didn't know that. We speculated that McKenna Grace had actually played the daughter, but she's playing the friend. I looked up some things. It looks like she's going to be like the queen of the group, the one who's just like, oh my gosh. I'm not trying to sound like that, but like, you know. And then there's actually there's like a huge group of friends in this movie. It only showed the 2 friends, but like she has a boyfriend. I'm pretty sure the other 2 girls have a boyfriend. I'm pretty sure there's another girl and another guy. There's like 7 or 8 members of the group. It only showed the 4. And there's some intense scenes in this. There's like this wall scene where like he's in the house and stuff and he's like tapping on the wall and then like stabs and stuff. Pretty intense stuff. Also looks like Mark is gonna die because Ghostface like puts like this bag over him trying to suffocate and then like stabs him. So we can tell that Mark is not making it out of here. Obviously, Courtney Cox is going to be in this. She's been in every single Scream movie, so yes, of course she's returning as Gale Weathers. And then the twins from Scream 5 and 6, obviously, Mason Gooding. And I forget the girl's name. But yeah, Mindy and Chad Meeks, the twins, the Meek twins, they are going to be in this film. Pretty awesome, right? So yeah, they're gonna be in here. I don't know for how long, but like I find it weird because obviously the core 4, why, like everyone's gonna be wondering if their people aren't aware of that Jenna Ortega and Mosquera aren't gonna be in this movie, and they're like, why are these 2 here but these 2 aren't? Like, what's the thing here? Something's kind of weird, especially because Chad and Tara actually had a kiss in Scream 6, so obviously it looks like they're going to have a relationship, and we want people to focus on that, not just say, like, oh yeah, they broke up. Like, that's going to be really stupid. So, yeah, we'll see what happens, but, yeah, there's a lot more intense sequences, and yeah, but again, this is a teaser trailer, so it didn't actually show too much. Now, there's one thing I want to talk about before we move on, and that is the voices. So we all know there's a lot of characters that, like, returning characters in here, starting off with the man himself, Stu Macher, played by Matthew Lillard. He obviously is for sure being in this, and at the end of the trailer, after we get the title, he says, this is going to be fun, and that's pretty awesome. We got Stu Macher back. We always speculated, and actually originally he was actually supposed to be the killer in Scream 3. I've wanted him back, and he's awesome. Love him. So, yeah, I'm very happy, especially because he's in the Five Nights at Freddy's movies. Same with Skeet Ulrich. But obviously he's dead for sure. But, yeah, Stu Macher, always like one of those funny kills where, like, is he really dead? We thought he would return in Scream 6, but he is going to be returning in this film. We don't know for sure. Maybe it's just like in Scream 3 with the voice changer. He might just be messing with them. And we know for sure that he's messing with them with David Arquette's voice, Dewey Riley, because we've actually heard his voice in the trailer. He was saying something about, like, whoever Sidney's around just dies and all that. He was saying something like that. So obviously, Ghostface is just using a voice changer to mess with them because that's Gail's love life, and that is Sidney's best friend, like the main trio. So, yeah, obviously he's just messing with them. Now, who do I think will die? Obviously, I'm not going to, because these are all new characters and stuff, but I think Gail is going to bite the dust. And I'm just going to be honest right here. I think she should have died in Scream 4. I've, heard a lot of people saying that lately, and I'm like, yeah, I agree with you. There's that, scene where she's in that maze or whatever, and she almost dies. She gets stabbed a bunch. I think she should have died there. I'm not saying that because I hate Gail. I love Gail. I love Courtney Cox, love her in Friends and the Scream franchise. I think that was the perfect time for her to die in Scream 4, and just because Scream 4 is, the goriest Scream movie, aside from, Scream... No, Scream 6 doesn't even, compete. Scream 4 is gory, and is very brutal. And I think they just should have went all out and killed off Gail, and then obviously Stu is dead in Scream 5, and it's just Sidney, but Gail is returning. I think the Chad and Mindy returning, I don't know, I'm not really a huge fan of that. I think they should just leave them as it is, and hopefully for Scream 8, we can get a Jenna Ortega and Melissa Barrera back in here. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on the Scream 7 trailer. Did you like it? Did you think it was boring, which a lot of people are saying? Or were I don't know, you loved it like I did, because I really enjoyed that trailer. Even though it's just a teaser trailer, I cannot wait for the second trailer drop. Hopefully they do 3 trailers, because I'll be watching all 3, and I can't wait for that. But yeah, let's move on. Stranger Things Season 5. So, yeah. I'm not even gonna, I don't even need to say it. Yeah, Stranger Things is my favorite show of all time. It's my favorite thing of all time. Yeah, just gonna say that right now. And this trailer was the most epic thing I've ever seen in my life. Aside from movies and TV shows, Stranger Things itself, Season 4 was epic as hell. Season 3 was really, all the seasons are epic. Aside from that and movies, this was the most epic trailer I've ever seen. I paused it so much just to take in all the shots that I saw. I could not believe what I was watching. It was insane, man. It was insane. So, yeah. Pretty crazy stuff. Pretty crazy. And, yeah, I'm just can't wait for that. It's coming out this month, November 26th. The first 4 episodes are dropping then the next 3 episodes is dropping on Christmas. Then the final episode, which will be released in theaters, for 2 days, December 31st and January 1st. I'm probably going to watch it on December 31st because, that's New Year's Eve. And then on New Year's Day, I'll probably go in the nighttime of that and go watch the finale episode in theaters. Because, people are saying, I'm not in a control environment, so I don't know, there's a possibility that it could get ruined for me. So, and I've been watching Stranger Things my whole life on the TV. Who hasn't? So, yeah, of course, I would want to watch it first in that. But, yeah, this trailer showed a lot. First of all, the song was amazing. Like, I've watched this trailer like 5 times already just to take in everything. And that song was a perfect usage. Like, that, like, every Stranger Things trailer is just awesome with the music. Obviously, the first 2 seasons are just like score, but it's really good. Season 3 has that song. I forget what it's called, but it's really good. And then season 4 has Separate Ways, which is one of my personal favorite songs. It's awesome. And then season 5, obviously, we had that first trailer, which had a really good song, but doesn't compare to the song they used in this. And obviously, visually looks stunning, and like the shots and all that. Damn. I'm so excited for this. The characters. Let's talk about them because a lot of them are in stake. So, first of all, I mean, I've already talked about this. We're speculating who is dead because we obviously see Nancy is washing off her hands and it looks like she's in a hospital washing off blood. There are 3 characters that I think it could be. First one, obviously, Steve Harrington. I really hope Steve doesn't die and he makes it out of this. I would understand why he dies. Eddie died, and that, other than Steve, Eddie was like the closest person to Dustin. Obviously, that was the most emotional death of the entire show. I cry every time I watch that. And when I'm going back to Stranger Things, I'm not really looking forward to watching Eddie's death or Bob's death or even Alexi's death. I'm not really looking forward to that. But, yeah, we're going to have to deal with it. And, yeah, so there's that. And, yeah, it could be Steve. He wasn't actually shown that much in the trailer. A lot of people were saying that. And I don't think he's going to die within, like, the first 4 episodes. But I think there is a chance that he would sacrifice himself for Nancy. And if Steve does happen to die, that's how I want him to die. I want him to die sacrificing himself for the girl he loves. Now, yes, I'm a Jancy guy. I'm not... Sorry, not a Jancy guy. I'm a Stancy guy. Sorry. I'm not a Jancy guy. Jonathan is a mediocre character, in my opinion. Like, he's fine. He's great in the first season and still pretty good in the second season. I just don't care for him at all in season 3 and especially season 4. Like, season 4, the California crew are just unlikable. Like, Will, Jonathan, Argyle, hate that character. And then Mike is just like, he's like mediocre. Like, I just don't care for him. Aside from the part where he's telling Eleven that he loves her, don't really care for that. Every other crew is great in season 4, but that crew, they do absolutely nothing. They are worthless characters in season 4. Anyway, so yeah, it could be Steve, and again, the only way I want him to see him die, I don't want to see him die at all, but the only way I would be okay with him dying in, like, the finale episode is him sacrificing himself for Nancy. And then, of course, Jonathan, which I think he might die. We don't really see Jonathan too much in the trailer, and I think he might die. I think that this season might just, this season might just go all out and kill off Jonathan. It might, okay? It will be very emotional, and there is a chance. It looks like Jonathan might not be making out of this one. And then the third one is Karen Wheeler. So there is this shot in the trailer where we see the Demogorgon in the Wheeler's house, and we see Holly, like, run over to Karen, and we see Karen, like, injured. Like, I think she was either shot, most likely stabbed by the Demogorgon, and it looks like she might be dying. She might just be injured, and maybe for some reason Nancy just might be freaking out, crying. But I think that Karen is actually probably the most likely of the 3 characters I just mentioned to die, because it looks like they're in a hospital. So it looks like she dies there from the injury, and that's what happens. And I think Ted just gets brutally killed. Like, the Demogorgon bursts in, kills off Ted, and kills off Karen. I think that's just what's going to happen, and it's going to be brutal. And then that leads to the kidnapping, the vanishing of Holly Wheeler. I'm pretty sure, almost guaranteed it's going to be Holly Wheeler. So, yeah. Also, Lucas, I really don't think he's safe. There's 2, like, little scenes in the trailer where I'm just like, yeah, he might not be making out of this one. There's a scene with him in the cave where he's, like, going down a cave, and then we see him, like, fall back with blood on his shirt, and the Demogorgon is in that cave facing him. And there's another scene in the hospital where he's carrying Max because it looks like maybe all the nurses and doctors are dead. And he's running to the elevator, and we see a Demodog just run at them. So maybe the elevator closes in that second, or maybe they're cooked. There's a chance. And I really don't want Lucas to die. I want Lucas and Max to go to the movies at the end of the season, like they said. And I really want Max to wake up. We haven't seen anything of Max waking up, and maybe they're just saying that to be a surprise. I don't know. Yeah, so those are most of the characters I think will die. I don't think, 11, I think that there's a chance that she might sacrifice herself to close the Upside Down and just end the whole thing. But like Mike, I think he's safe. Erica, I think she's fine. Murray. I think Murray's gonna die for sure. There's like a scene of him in the trailer. Like he is the shortest shown character in the trailer for both of them. There's almost one scene where him and Robin are together and they're like at the, I think it's WSQK radio station or whatever, and they're there and then they're driving the truck and we see the Demogorgon like attack them and stuff. And it looks like Murray's gonna die and they're probably gonna kill him off for shock value, which it might happen. Yeah, those are like all the characters I really think they have a big chance of dying. And also Will, of course, because we see at the end of the trailer he gets possessed by Vecna, and he's gonna use him like as a spy, like they did in season 2. So that might happen. Yeah. That's really it. That's all the characters that I think will die. All the others I think will be safe. We'll see. And yeah, so this is gonna be the most epic thing in my life. I'm just shaking in my boots, so excited for Stranger Things Season 5. So let me know your guys' thoughts on both the trailers, and make sure to like and subscribe. It really helps me out, guys. Whoever subscribed, thank you so much. Mwah. I'm just kidding, yo. But yeah, thank you guys so much. You guys really help me and support me and just make me feel good about myself and believe in myself that I have a chance to make it to 1,000 subscribers one day. And a lot of other YouTubers have like 1 billion subscribers as a goal. So I just want to get there as 1,000 one day. Please make that happen, guys. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.